Good morning. Good morning. I will wait for a minute or two before starting. Okay, good morning. Let us get started. So this is an introduction to EnGenius Fit, our new solutions, multiple, for small businesses. So what is it? It's a network solution designed for small businesses, and it consists of hardware, some APs and switches, and also two totally separate management planes. The Fit Express, cloud managed, and the FitController, which is on-premise. The whole idea about Fit Express is that anybody can do it for multiple locations and not just manage any place, but also from anywhere. And the FitController is a on-premise solution for where there is no internet or management by cloud is not allowed or impossible. So Fit Express cloud-based, and it will be manageable using a mobile app and by the web with a account. You can do up to 30 devices spread over eight networks. And then we have the FitController, a totally different solution with a appliance which can manage up to 100 devices over 50 networks. And it has a little bit more features than the Fit Express has. So the first one is for companies with very few IT people, if any, and the FitController is more for system integrators and stuff. Again, this is on-premise solution where you can have no access to the cloud for whatever reason. It is still targeted at small businesses, and you will have a little bit more expansion with the FitController compared to the Fit Express. More enterprise level features, more network data. So we will have some switches, layer 2 plus switches with PoE plus, and some indoor wireless APs too, and also a outdoor wireless access point. We will get back to the exact hardware at the end of the presentation. So first, the on-premises solution, the FitController. Why would you want it? Well, because you're not allowed to use the internet, not allowed to use cloud solutions, want to have everything in-house. Those are mostly the things that you can think about. Have all your data for yourself and nobody can see it. And still have some scalability because managing stand APs and switches standalone is of course possible, but if you have more than a few APs, you will want to have a way to manage them all from a single point. Again, 100 devices you can manage. It has you can split those over 15 different networks in the same network, or even in multiple networks if you wish. It has 2 Ethernet ports. One of the Ethernet ports is a powered port, in the sense that that's where you push the power from the from your PoE switch into the device, and then it will boot. It also has a small PoE or power input at the front, 12 volt, but the device itself comes without any power adapter. We assume that you will power it using your switch. Again, switches, AP and APs can be managed. So a few of the highlights. You can, the FitController itself, if you start it, it has one hierarchical view, and you can add multiple hierarchical views to it, or multiple hierarchies to it. So have a site and then subsites and subsites, and also have different sites besides another for a total of 50, and manage 100 devices in total between those. And for each of those different subnetworks, you can assign different rights or different administrators or viewers to them. And at the top, you will have the main admin who can assign privileges and also manage all the networks. When you connect to the device, it will have a dashboard where you can see the health of your network and manage it. It has a topology view, which will show what's beneath what. And for the APs, you can also have see some device status, even real-time information. For the wireless networks, it will support fast roaming, band steering, layer 2 isolation. And that will be using client limitation of client limits, traffic shaping, and block and VIP lists. You can ensure your network quality during peak times, and also limit clients to occupy all the available bandwidth. It will also enable you to get some information about the top applications being used by the customers or the users. So this was the on-premise solution. And now next, separate, the Fit Express, the cloud solution. Again, it's for small businesses with little or no IT support, and either single or multiple sites. And it is intended to make it both easy and cheap to do the management. We expect that most people will use the Fit app to do the management for this, and avoid doing very hard installations. So for the installation, it's scanning the QR code into the network, into your Fit Express account. Then from the Fit Express account, you can configure and then monitor and troubleshoot if needed any issues. Because it's on the cloud, you can manage it from anywhere, which is and also manage multiple sites, multiple locations at the same time. So this is one of the things. To be clear, you can also do the same with your FitController, manage different sites, but of course then you will have you need some kind of interconnectivity, internet between the sites to do it with the FitController. But the Fit Express is more for using multiple sites than the FitController is actually. Again, it will manage the same hardware as that you can also manage with the Fit controller. Some use cases. So yeah, you want to have guest Wi-Fi, you want to have a store Facebook page, or you worry about in-store customers using too much of the bandwidth, you want to block internet access to suspicious clients. Yes, that's all things that can be configured in this. So the other situation, of course, is when you have multiple sites. How can I manage the different sites easily? Yeah, well, it's using the cloud. That's pretty easy. And also, if there's an issue on another site, then you may be able to troubleshoot it using the cloud without needing to actually go there to fix the problem. Or the other side, you can also ask somebody to remotely manage your networks for you by just assigning a admin account to them. And if any of your devices go offline, you can get configure alerts to send to your mobile app and notify it that APs or switches have gone offline, and find out which of the devices has gone offline, and then have it fixed. Some highlights. So the onboarding process. I don't think this is the correct order. I think you should scan first and plug in after. But anyway, you scan the QR code, assign it to a network, plug in the device, and it should find the cloud, get its configuration, and get online with the settings that you want. Also, if you want to make different SSIDs to separate Wi-Fi networks between your guests and your employees, that's pretty easy by just creating a guest network. And of course, we also have different kinds of portals that you can that are supported here. And if you have a guest, then by default they are isolated from another. So we have some possibility for captive portals that are also in there. And see some behavior of your network probably almost real time, because the devices need to communicate their behavior to the cloud, and then you can get it from there with a small delay. You can see which of your APs are most in use. Nice things like that. Have the details of your different devices, which ports on your switches are in use. You can also do PoE scheduling if you want, see the utilization of your ports. Let me move that here, which is all visible. You can block suspicious sites by just, or clients by just clicking on them. So you can manage multiple networks from the same interface, and delegate users privileges for between admins, viewers, and owners. And we have a bunch of diagnostics tools that might be usable for troubleshooting. So some comparisons and our competition. I have a very big Excel sheet somewhere with lots of checks and crosses in it, but the bottom line is more or less we strive to have at least feature parity with Aruba Instant On and with Meraki Go. Those are the competitors we're going after with our Fit Express. Additionally, we can manage more devices per account. So Fit Express can manage 30 per account. And if you talk about Aruba, it's 25, and Meraki has 20 devices that you can manage. Also, unlike Meraki Go, we can support switches. Aruba also can support switches. We have an AP walled garden feature, which I didn't see as a feature with the other tools, at least not in the spreadsheets that I have. I haven't checked myself. And we should have more extensive statistics and logging, and yeah, even more than that. So the next thing is, so if we compare Fit Express to our own FitController. So the Fit Express is for small solutions where internet is available and cloud management is allowed, and also where cost is really important. The FitController is an on-premises solution where internet is not available or cloud management is not possible or not allowed, things like that. So those are the two different things that to focus on. Now we have some elephants in the room. What about our cloud? So our cloud still has some things. It supports any size of solution compared to the much smaller the limits of our Express solution or even our controller solution. We can manage an unlimited number of organizations and accounts. And we also have some optional pro features in the cloud that will not come to Express or to Fit the FitController. And then you have to think all about the LDAP, Google LDAP, Active Directory Authentication, the API to interface with it, or the AP Ethernet over GRE tunnel, MyPSK, and also our diagnostic tools on the cloud will be superior to those that we have in either the Fit Express and the Fit Controller. And something that will also be pretty clear is that the latest products, so if we're talking about our security APs, our 6 gigahertz APs, so the Wi-Fi 6E AP, Wi-Fi 6 4x4 outdoor APs, switches with 10 gigabit SFP processes, they will be first on the cloud. And maybe, just maybe, for some of the products, they will also be available much later on FitController or Fit Express. So, for instance, the security APs, I do not expect those to appear on Fit in any capacity. And also for the Wi-Fi 6E solution, it will take some time. The switches, they will come, but if that is in 2024 or 2025, I don't know. So the FitController is only for the on-premises solution, and the Fit Express is only for small low-cost solutions. So that's more or less where you need to look at. Then the lineup of our APs. So we get the Fit 6, so it's, Wi-Fi 6 2x2, a 4x4, and also an outdoor 2x2. And those are, they also have a model name EWS 357 Fit, 377 Fit, 850 Fit, and they are in the same housing as the 357, 377, and 850 respectively. And also the feature set is the same as those devices. For the switches, we get the get 5 Fit switches, the 8 PoE, 24 PoE, 24 full PoE, and also 48 port versions of those. And they also have a model name, and it will be also have the same specifications as the one devices without the dash fit at the end. So the EWS 2910P Fit will have the same form factor and also specifications as the non-fit model, and that's for all of these. So these switches, at least the specifications of them, you already know of them. I also made a list of the part numbers, EN codes, UPC codes for myself, the friendly names and the fit codes. And now for the release schedule. So by October 17th, there will be a press release. That will be the moment that we will have these presentations downloadable, I expect. We have a software schedule. At the end of October, the Fit Express apps should be available. And by the end of December, the Fit Express web version. So in our case, we will have the app version up and running before the web version will. Both will communicate with the cloud, but the front end, the interface that we as an admin or viewer are using will be different. So first we will have the be able to administrate and view using the app, and about 2 months later we will also have a web version. In this case, I expect that the feature that will be available will be the same in both. Note, this is for the Fit Express, so we're not talking about the FitController. And for all the devices, they will hit first mass production now. And because production is in Taiwan, it will take some time for it to get produced and then also to get shipped over to Europe. So expect availability in November. I have some devices and I will show off the interface of the FitController. Let me move some stuff. So you may find it a little sort of familiar if you know some of our other products. So we have the dashboards. I have a number of APs in the device. It has exactly the same interface as our cloud, or in mostly the same interface. I have an inventory. I have added some devices up to it, and from the dashboard I can hop to my APs. I can see the details of my APs. Well, I'm not really using any of them, but they're all online. and they have a SSID. So I can change the SSID to the different settings here. For anybody using our cloud, it should not look any different, only that the number of choices that we have, for instance, in the captive portal, is more limited than with the cloud. But otherwise, it is very much the same. Is there anything in this interface that anybody would want to see? Because it's really a lot like what we already have. Okay, so again, presentation, I will make sure that it's shared after the 17th, when we have our official release. To answer another question, there are no licenses. It is as it is, and you see what you see is what you get. There's no pro license, there's no basic license. It in most cases expect that the feature set will be a little bit below basic. Again, it's mostly targeted at Meraki Go and Aruba Instant On, and that is where the features are targeted at. Oh yeah, one of my observant colleagues noted that I have an ECS 1528 FP in the list. Yes, I managed to get it in there, but no, it doesn't work. Yeah, the number of vouchers in the captive portal is 100. Just like the basic cloud, there are just 100 vouchers that you can make at any time. Okay, go back to the Fit Express web FitController. The ECW series for our cloud APs will not be discontinued. They will they will stay. However, you can expect some of the EWS APs, like the 357 and the 377, to be phased out. Again, I will make sure that the slides will be shared after the 17th of October when the press release has gone out. Joanne, I hope this is the sheet you were looking for. Yes, with FitExpress, with a single FitExpress account, you can manage 30 devices, and those devices can be spread over a small number of networks. I think 8, something like that, which is in another slide. And for the FitController, you can, well, it's a different solution, but in that case, it's 100 devices over 50 networks. So 50 networks with just 2 devices or something like that, or 10 with 10 on average, is all possible. The FitExpress web and the FitExpress app are just a different view on the same thing. So you will have the same limitations with the app as with the FitExpress web, still 30 devices. It's only that in one case you use your laptop to connect and see it, and the other time you use a app on your mobile to see the same things and manage the same things. Okay. What I expect of Easy Master is that the only thing that will happen with it is that we will have releases or security fixes if that is needed. Otherwise, I do not expect any development of Easy Master. And in the case that the EWS models are required, I expect it will still be impossible to special order those devices to connect to Easy Master. But for new projects, I would suggest to switch to the FitController instead of using Easy Master as an on-premises solution. Joanne, that is a very, very good question, and I'm not going to answer it unless somebody in the public asks. But I will tell you after the presentation, after the webinar. No, the EWS Fit switches with an F, not with a K, Fit switches will not have any controller functionality. So the only way to control those is using a FitController or FitExpress. So if you want to have it on premises, you need a separate device to configure them. The point here is that the switches that are being used just do not have enough memory and not enough processor power to do the stuff that we want to have in the FitController. Yes, the Fit APs and Fit switches, I made a note for myself, but I forgot to mention it. You can still use them as standalone. So like before, if somebody has a single EWS 357 AP and he needs a replacement for whatever reason, or he wants another one and just manage it standalone, you can just use any of those switches, any of the APs. They can also be standalone. So all these devices are hybrid. For the Fit APs, it's different from our cloud APs. They are what we would call hybrid. So you can still configure them as a standalone, or with Fit Express, or with FitController. The switches have the same functionality as our old switches. I'm not aware. We have some layer 2 plus features in them. I expect that if you use that, so those switches standalone, everything will be exposed, and you can use all of it. If you have, if you do it by FitController or Fit Express, although the controller, I didn't show that, but I can also show that. For the switches, you do have the ability to configure almost everything, or actually the same things as what you would expect from the cloud chip, which is far more than we had in our previous on-prem solution. So you do have configuration of VLANs, for instance, and all the other things that you can overrule for the switch in question. But most of the things here, I would consider layer 2 or layer 2 plus. Layer 3 functionality, like multiple IP addresses, is not in these devices. I expect that troubleshooting over the cloud will be with the Fit Express will be a lot like what the troubleshooting that is available in our cloud environment now. This is not, let me be very clear, this is not a placement of our current cloud solution in any way. Our EnGenius Cloud, it will continue to exist. That is actually the place where we hope to make money by offering those pro features and additional features that we can have there, which do not need to be in this product to compete with Aruba and Meraki. So it's intended to fit to compete with Aruba Instant On and Meraki Go, and it's not intended to compete with our cloud. Just for on-premises solutions, because our cloud obviously is not an on-premise solution, and Fit Express for where cost is prohibitive. You do not, Can we use other brand switches between our Fit APs and Fit Express app? Of course you can. Also, you can use any firewall gateway in between. It does need to let the devices be able to communicate with our Fit cloud. And the same for if you have a on-site FitController, the switches and firewalls in there should not block the management traffic to and from the controller, but it will work fine. But in the app, you will just see our own APs and our own switches, but they can still be connected to the other devices. At the moment, by chance, I have everything connected up together, but it could have been with another brand of a switch too. I give everybody a little bit more time to think about more questions. If any other of my colleagues have questions, just ask them. Yes, I expect there will be a special not for resale offer for the for the Fit solution, but I do not have any pricing yet. I think we do have I think we do have pricing for the APs already, and possibly also for the switches in the price list, but the not for resale kit does not have a price yet, and also I'm not aware what the content will be, but there will be an NFR. I asked some time ago, and the answer was definitely yes. About the look and feel of all of this, it is all the same. In a sense, the look and feel of our I'm not totally sure about the coloring. Maybe it will, for the Fit Express, maybe this will become purple or something like that, because they like to use purple. But like it will look the Express web the Fit Express web version. It will look the same like this. So very much like the cloud, very much like this. The main difference here is that you can see that it's a little bit lagging behind the cloud, because in the cloud you have APs access points here, and then it's a level lower that you can see the SSID and the radio settings. This is the old style for and maybe it will stay like this. But anyway, in general, you can expect the same look and feel, and also the same options, maybe slightly different names, but the same. And the other thing is here that if you compare it to the cloud, you will see that you go to a hierarchy view immediately. You do not have the organizations instead, just the hierarchies and the networks, and you can create a network directly on top of this. So this is this is what you can expect for the. And also, if you look at the Fit Express app, you can expect that it will be look a lot like our go-to app. This is the again, Fit Express and FitController. You can use that to manage the same hardware, but there are different solutions. And if you want to use the one solution, you have to create an account. You have to for Fit Express, you will need to create a Fit Express cloud account, or whatever you want to call it. So on the internet, in the cloud. And if you want to have a FitController, you when you need to have a account, create a local account on the device. So yes, those are separate accounts. Did I overlook any questions from anybody? If so, please repeat it. And if not, I think I can close this webinar. And I want to thank everybody for joining. If you have any questions about any technical questions, feel free to send an email to support@engeniusnetworks.eu. If you have any questions about pricing and availability, also about the NFR kit, please send an email to your sales contact at EnGenius, or send an email to sales@engeniusnetworks.eu. In 2 weeks' time, Alessandro will do another webinar, and he also discovered 6 gigahertz Wi-Fi 6E, and he wants to talk about that. Okay, thank you very much, and have a nice day. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jesus. And also, de nada, Luis Miguel Ferrero. De nada. Bye-bye. I'm going to close it now.